I am God having an earthly experience as Mother Earth. I am Mother Earth having an experience as a human. We digest this by the way we live our lives now. There is a thing called life and how we treat it. No matter how, what is it? Is it in, not Revelations, is it in Galatians, Romans? I think it's Romans, I'm not sure. When I want to do good, I don't. When I should do good, I don't. Every day I battle with this. When I try to do good, evil is always present. You know what evil is? Evil is live backwards. Living backwards. The people who have been fucking up this land through the air, the water, the earth, all the chemicals they've been putting on here, we've been living backwards because we disconnected from nature. That's what's evil. So depending on somebody to feed you, you'll never be healthy. I don't give a damn how, if you become a breatharian, the fucking air you breathe is toxic. Now, you may have a better immune system, but shit, all they gotta do is do some crazy shit and you out of here. You ain't no different from the next person. And I'm not talking about a breatharian, a pescatarian, a vegetarian, all these Aryan names. I'm just saying this, whatever category you fit in, ain't none of them better than the rest. That's just like all the races or the ethnic backgrounds on this planet right now. It don't fucking matter where you at. We all fucked. And we're the only ones that's gonna save us. Whoever wants to be saved. What J. Cole say? These hoes don't want to be saved? These niggas don't want to be saved because they ain't trying to live right. They still out here doing fuck shit. Mother Earth is having an experience. All the tornadoes and volcano eruptions, earthquakes and floods, and that's what's happening to the human body. A lot of people. Ain't nobody perfect in this bitch. Somebody dealing with something. I don't give a fuck how healthy you are. You dealing with something. Ain't nobody perfect. It's just some is worse than others. Some is worse and some is better, and then you have the ones that's in the middle. And I say all this because Mother Earth is getting rid, she's purging. She's getting rid of all of this shit that don't mean her body no good. And in that, it could be animals, plants or plant life, people, buildings, everything. She's cleaning this shit up. And that's what a lot of people are doing now with their physical bodies. They're purging all of these nasty toxins and parasites and worms and viruses and debilitated this and what's that shit? Not congenial. What's that shit called? Degenerative. This and that and all this other stuff, right? That's what's happening to her body. So no matter how well you think you eating, I don't give a damn if you are vegan. If you are, good, keep going. Just know that a lot of this shit is still toxic. You got good soil because you did it. But what about the shit they putting in the air that's floating on your fucking product? No shade. But it is what it fucking is. It ain't no way around this shit. It's all in your mind. As I said that at 444 when I looked down, it's all in your mind. What we do today affects us tomorrow. It's hard in this bitch. Can't nobody do this shit perfectly. Once you've mastered it, your time is up. But you have to keep fighting and keep learning and keep going. Jesus knew when his time was up. He was prepared. What did he do right before the Last Supper and all this? He already knew his time was up. He knew his work was done. He knew who was going to betray him. He knew who was going to talk shit about him. He knew who was going to leave him hanging. He knew everything. When you tapped in and tuned into this frequency, you know who the motherfuckers are. Because they did some kind of weird ass gesture, said something that was off, did something that was fucked up, and you found a clue and you just ignored it. You saw the red flag, but you ignored it because you saw the best in them and you was just hoping that it would be, but it's no. When people show you who they are, you gotta believe them. Mother Earth is having an experience right now, and a lot of people ain't gonna understand when she really start cleaning shit up. What you're feeling on the inside, that's what Mother Earth is feeling. So if you stressed and depressed, she is too. If you over there throwing up sick and all this and all, she is too. You over there having a baby, you in labor pains, she is too. Some people getting hysterectomies, she is too. These gold mines, they over here just extracting and extracting and extracting and extracting, and then they talking about they gonna pay us reparations. Motherfucker, stop digging. Shit. The fuck? You gonna take all of this and can't do nothing with it because it ain't gonna be worth shit in your hands. You gonna be wanting to give it away because the shit gonna backfire on your ass, and you gonna think that it's supposed to do this, and you ain't gonna be able to get a goddamn penny, and you gonna be sitting on all that fucking gold because you stole it. You gotta return that shit back home where it belongs. Bring mama back to life. That's what she did. She came back to Africa to bring life back to the source. The source needs her as much as she needs the source. But she knows that when she's back home, in the center, balancing all this shit out, she'll be able to produce and be fruitful and multiply abundantly, infinitely. But right now, her shit is drying up. Because so many people is taken from her source, taken from her spirit, and not giving a fuck. The woman has been beaten for so long in so many ways, but at the other hand, she's been so fucking conniving in her lower self, manipulative, deceitful. Come out of her. It says that in your book. Come out of her. Separate yourself and come from amongst them that think like her. In her lower self, that's what she does. She destroys herself. But in her higher self, she can heal every fucking part of her body. And if she got to get rid of motherfuckers, she will. Parasitical ass. Narcissistic ass. Deceptive ass. Manipulating ass. Jealous and envious ass. Gotta fucking go. She's tired of giving to you motherfuckers, and then you don't appreciate it. You cutting down all of the fucking trees. We can't even plant them fast enough because you sons of bitches come right behind and cut them down. The fuck? You don't even get the shit enough time and year to mature before you try to get the fruit up off of it. The first set of fruit gotta fall to the ground. Gotta do whatever it's gotta do. Then the second batch and on is the ones that you want to reap and harvest. But that first one got to go through its process. That first child got to go through everything so they can teach the younger siblings that's coming after them. Oh, this how you do it. Don't do this. I'm trying to tell you, if you do it, you're going to get us in trouble. We've been there before. So our younger brothers and sisters is fucking up this planet. We got to go check they motherfucking ass. Y'all sit y'all ass down and let us take care of this, because y'all going to destroy the whole fucking house. The fucking house is on fire and y'all talking about the roof. The roof, y'all partying and shit, drinking and smoking and fucking and doing everything else but trying to save the goddamn house. All right, mama coming home and she got the belt in her hand and she gonna be whooping ass. She ain't gonna whoop me. She gonna tell me to get a belt and help her whoop, because it's too many of her damn children act a goddamn fool, and she needs some of her older brothers her older children to step in and help her whoop some of this ass. We got a lot of cans. And a lot of you motherfuckers done opened them up. If this is your sign to go and fast, to clean, to help Mother Earth, then do it. But being too clean, you ain't gonna be ready if some shit go floating in the air because your immune system is too balanced, too pH'd or too high or whatever the fuck. If it's too low, you might get taken out in the woof. One damn series, rounds or whatever, your ass is out. You gotta learn how to balance this shit. Go eat a hamburger. A lot of people's like, oh, that's this fucked up. It's got this. It's not even real meat. None of this shit is real. It's all in your fucking mind. It's an illusion. It's whatever the fuck you want it to be. If your ass is hungry, eat. Ain't that what it say? And pray later, or pray before you eat. However the fuck you want to do it. Shit. It's whatever it is to you. If it's healthy shit, eat it. If it's not, don't. To you, the next person can eat it and be okay, but you can't. It all depends on what you're striving for, what your mission is, what your purpose is. What do you value? What is your distractions, your hangups, your addictions? You got to deal with all that shit every fucking day. It don't just, oh, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, and now I'm cured. Shit. The right situation hit your ass, you'll be right back doing that same fucking shit. It's good to be a vegetarian for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 60 years. You've mastered it. That's good. But a lot of people, they need to work on their triggers. So something might trigger them and they 15 years in and fuck around and eat a goddamn hamburger, smoke a joint, drink a whole bottle of whiskey, whatever the fuck they do. You know what I mean? This is a life process, not a one test and you done and you passed to the goddamn 12th grade from the first grade. No. Life is a series of tests. Mid-exam, final exam, pre-qualifications, tests and quizzes and whatever the fuck, surprises and all that shit. That's all part of life. You gotta love your experience and be like, okay, I made it through that one. Because I know there's some triumphant times where you've done some shit and you've been like, damn, I can't even believe I made it up out of there. Eesh. There was a time when I had to run this particular race by a certain time and I didn't think I was going to do it, and the spirit hit my ass and I had an outer body experience. I was running. I was like, who the fuck legs is these? I could see my body running, but it wasn't me running. It was crazy, and I made it across the line and I passed the test and I kissed the fucking ground. The fuck is wrong with you? You kissing the ground? Man, I was happy as fuck. I hated that PT test. Because every year I either fail or pass. So it was like off, on, off, on. And see, the thing is, they want you to run a certain distance in a certain time. I can run the distance, but not at your time. You can't rush a player, a god. They get there when they get there. And that's something I didn't realize. I realized that later in life. Stop fucking rushing me. I'm going to get there. A lot of people look at my life and be like, damn, you should have been had land. You should have been had this and you should have been had that. Nigga, mind your own business. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Y'all all in somebody else's goddamn pockets, watching them, spying on them, fucking being a goddamn troll in their life, and ain't trying to fucking help. But you want to sit there and criticize every fucking thing they do. Leave people the fuck alone. You making the problem worse. Mother Earth is trying to heal, and y'all fucking with the people that's trying to help her heal. And then when shit start backfiring and getting to your ass, it's like, oh shit. Then you realize you fuck with the wrong one. Leave people the fuck alone. Because when that shit come back on you and people start stalking you and talking shit about you and pointing out all your goddamn flaws, and you get laid off and you lose your car, you lose your house, and you can't depend on no family. Yeah, that shit don't feel good, do it? If you haven't went through it, just keep living. You're going to go through it, especially if you the motherfucker that's out here causing the hate and discontent, doing fuck shit in the backyard, in the backwoods, graveyard magic, all that stupid shit. What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all doing this shit backwards. Y'all learned the evil, but y'all didn't learn how to do it the good way, the righteous way, the original reason. They turned your religion, your spirituality, and told you that it was fucked up, that it was evil, and now y'all go and learn the evil side. In religion, all these goddamn years, now you learn a little bit about spirituality, and then you learn the fucking worst part of it. Instead of trying to learn the good, how we can help each other. That's just like learning a language. The first word you want to learn is the cuss words. You don't want to learn how to say please, thank you, yes, no. The 4 fucking basic words. Please, thank you, yes, and no. Any country you go to, that's the first 4 words you want to make sure you learn. I learned that in my early travels, and nobody had to teach me that. That just seemed like the most common thing to fucking ask or say or do. Or yes, ma'am, or yes, sir, or however you greet the elders, that will be the next. But everybody know how to fucking speak English. Not everybody, but shit, 95% of the world know how to speak English. They done conquered that fucking language, so that way they'll know what motherfucker. See, that's the downfall. People who speak English, everybody know what you're talking about. But when you learn another language, that gets you in with that group of people. When you learn another language, if English is your only language, man, you so fucking far behind. If you took an extra language in high school, you need to go back and fucking revisit that shit. Serious. Or be around some people who speak another language. Open your mind, broaden your mind. The world is bigger than just where the fuck your block is. Your hood. Your village. A lot of people have never even left a village, left a block, their hood, and swear by it, die by it, live by it. The code of, well, hell, you gotta keep some shit on lock, original. But anyway, the experience that Mother Earth is having, we're all experiencing it in our own ways. We're all having some form of what she's going through. And if you want to take that into consideration in how you treat yourself, how you treat your fellow man, woman, it goes a long way. Because how you treat people really comes back on you. So if you out here being deceptive and lying and stealing and cheating and manipulating and all of this, just know that that energy is coming back to you. Mother Earth is going to make sure of it.